Here we go.
Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. I hope you're all well on this terrific, terrific Tuesday, and this is terrific video number 2. Told you, I'm like Domino's. 2 for Tuesday, baby. Do me a favour, bit of housekeeping. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And around 44% of you are actually subscribed to the channel who watch this channel. Do me a favour. Let's get that up. Let's get it up to at least 50 by Christmas. Can we do that? Can we do it? Can we do it? Come on. For me. That'd be my Christmas present. Because it does help and it's free. Anyway, what are we talking about? We're talking about Brian Harvey. Brian Harvey is someone who rose to fame years ago. When I was a young scallywag with some massive, massive hits. A lot of you will have heard Stay Another Day, obviously. Christmas #1, huge track. He's someone who has been very vocal about the shit that is in the industry, and that he was kind of cancelled. He was kind of cancelled, wrongfully cancelled. He has had some people who have come out and even agree wrongfully cancelled, but cancelled he was. And we watched as he kind of, I don't want to say his world kind of fell apart. But Brian Harvey is someone who speaks a lot of truth, because I think he's just got to the point where he just don't give a fuck. And it does get to that point. It does get to the point where you see the world in a certain way. You see the rose-tinted glasses come off, and you see the world for what it is. And that is that, and I believe this. It seems to me that evil people always seem to win. They always seem to win. There are some people who can do whatever they want, and there just seems to never, ever, ever be any repercussions to it. They can destroy people. They can do what they want. They just wander around and look. But Brian Harvey did a video on his channel yesterday, and this was I'm done. I'm not going to play it because I haven't spoken to Brian. It would be unfair of me to play his video on my channel without chatting with him first. And he doesn't have an email. There's no way to reach out to him. Brian, do me a favour, email me. I'd like to have a discussion. So stop hiding behind that. I'd like to have a chat with you. My advice to Brian would be, first of all, not to quit, because that's what they want people to do. They want people to quit. They want people to feel that they don't get anywhere, so to walk away and be like, no, I just can't be bothered. And that's why people get away with the things that they get away with, because people, they feel like they're ice skating uphill. You know that line from Blade, some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. And it does fit, you do feel like that. Like, we're talking about the Liam Payne case. We're talking about it, we're pointing out, like in video 1 I did earlier today, I speak about the fact that Rogelio Norres, for instance, does seem to have connections to Maya Henry and Maya Henry's family, her parents. There is pictures of Nacho Norres and Rogelio Norres at a party where Maya Henry's mum is in attendance too. So it leads you to believe, do you know what I mean, that with what you can see of Rogelio Norres, not really behaving in a way that would suggest that he was indeed in Liam Payne's life to push it in a positive direction, but absolutely facilitating it, descending into chaos. Apologies for the plane going overhead. For those of you who know, I live on an Air Force base. But yeah, so what was Rogelio Norres truly trying to do to Liam Payne? And if he was indeed trying to destroy him, which it absolutely looks like, and I'm not saying he was, I'm saying it looks like he was. Maybe someone else is just trying to stitch Rogelio Norres up. Who knows? Maybe the family that owns the Casa Sur Palermo see Rogelio Norres as a scapegoat, and this is some other thing going on. Who knows? But what we do know is Rogelio Norres has been part of Liam Payne's life, and someone was facilitating Liam Payne. Absolutely 100%. It just happens that he was in Argentina, the native country of Rogelio Norres. Rogelio Norres seemingly lied because he said Liam Payne was fine, unless he was fine, and it took 40 minutes to descend into chaos. Who knows? But it looks to me, like Rogelio Norres could potentially have connections to Maya Henry's family And was he put in a position where he was facilitating some revenge plot against Liam Payne off the back end of the Henry family? And was that because Maya Henry felt mistreated by Liam Payne? She tried to get a book out there about it and it just didn't quite catch. So let's draw attention to Liam Payne. Let's fuck Liam Payne over, and perhaps that will bring the attention that we want, because people will then start looking into Liam Payne more, and that might reinvigorate this book's life. Who knows? I'm just spitballing. But yeah, so Brian Harvey, he says he's done because nothing changes. He feels that no matter what you show, no matter what you talk about, just nobody seems to care and nothing ever changes. Brian Harvey a few weeks ago done a video, and it was talking about how they were trying to contact him in order to do a television documentary, right? And during this conversation he was having with this lady, he literally was talking about the and I've got to be careful, because if you say certain things, again, this is part of the problem. If you say certain things or say it in a certain way, you're demonetized, or the video won't upload, or there's suppression of views. Like, I'll show you here, like on my channel. Like some of you will notice that you don't get notified. Like, notifications are shite. And you think to yourself, is that just because the system just doesn't work very well? Or is it because they don't want things seen? Like this video, Fans Dispute Claims, which is a video that I do talking about the fans that were in Argentina, and they are disputing what's being shown and what's being said. They're saying, look, what you're being told about Liam Payne and all these fans around the hotel, we weren't there. We didn't even know he was there. We didn't know he was there. And that video, 7,800 views on a channel that's got nearly 100,000 subscribers. Now, it could be that video's just crap. Could be. Like this here. I'd do a video about, you know, the similarities between what happened to Liam Payne and what happened to Matthew Perry. 7K views. 7K views. And again, I see many people who then in comments, or they'll email me, talking about this very subject. So I'm like, well, I've already spoken about it. But this person who is subscribed to my channel doesn't know that I've already spoken about it. And how many people are in the same boat? And you go through the same. Who's to blame? Again, talking about specific people around Liam Payne. 7,000 views again. Can't blame fame. This is talking about, again, taking the blame away from Liam Payne and looking outward at other people. Just under 7,000 views. So are videos being suppressed? You've got, you know, Brian Harvey's channel. Brian Harvey's famous as fuck. He is famous as fuck. But you look at his channel and look at the views. You know, he done it, you know, Brian Harvey Meets Katie Wassell, part 1. Now, it might be that this one here, where he done this video and got 72,000 views, that managed to escape the system somewhat and got out there. But they caught up with it on the second one, 5,100 views. And you see the same pattern, you know, around 9,000 views, 6,000 views. A video talking about the connections between, you know, the family that owns the Casa Sur Palermo Hotel, 6,300 views. Again, it might just be that the video's shit. But what I'm telling you is you've got a real famous person talking about a massively sort of in the media story like this here, Per Lies. And it's got an image of Liam Payne being carried through the lobby of that hotel. So you've got someone in the music industry talking about someone in the industry who has died. Or, sorry, Brian won't like that. Someone who was in the industry and is now absolutely fucking out of the industry. Saying pure lies. 7,000 views. Isn't it funny how it's all around the same sort of number of views? This just reeks of suppression. Suppression. But there we go. But Brian Harvey, yeah, so he is talking about the fact that we can get upset, we can get pissed off, we can say things, we can show things, we can talk about the connections between certain people, certain issues, but in reality, nothing ever changes. Like, what's going to change off the back end of Liam Payne's death? What's going to change there? How is that even going to conclude? Now, I'm going to do a video tomorrow that will speak about my prediction on how the Liam Payne case will end. But how will it end? How do you think it's going to end? Let me know down below in comments how you can genuinely see the Liam Payne case concluding. Do you feel that it's going to conclude with Brian taking the hit for it? Not Brian Harvey, Brian Paez. Do you think he's going to take the hit? Do you think Rogelio Norres, even though absolutely it would appear that he was one of the main people who orchestrated what happened, do you think that he's going to see jail time, despite the fact that he is being charged with a crime that carries a 5 to 15 year prison term? Will money get him out of that? Will he walk scot-free? If he walks scot-free, how do you feel about it? Do you feel that then that is indicative of a system that can be bought and sold? But what is going to change? Are there going to be lessons learnt from this? Or are we just going to see the same old story? Move along, next, and then there'll be someone else that this happens to further down the road, and then we'll reminisce. Can you remember when we spoke about Liam Payne? Let me know down below what you think. Brian, don't leave the platform. Turn your comments on your videos. Turn them on. Let people contact you, let people reach out, because content and that kind of activity on there will help your videos as well. It's not just about engagement in the video itself, it is about engagement in the comments. Get out there, keep saying what you're saying. People do need to hear it, but they don't need to hear people who start and then they turn around and say, I can't be doing with it, I can't be doing, nothing changes. It's not that nothing changes, it's that nobody has the bollocks to go all the way. Go all the way and be there. You need to be there and you need to keep doing it. And I'm there beside you, buddy. I'm there beside you. I'm listening. Don't agree with everything that you say, everything, but I do believe 95% of what you say. Absolutely. And I'll catch you all in the next one.